What is up, everyone? welcome to Mechs on Deck. Sorry that we were late. We went
technology.
Yeah. OBS did an update, or well, there's been an OBS update for like probably like a month that I've just been putting off, and I decided to do it this weekend, and I didn't really like check everything afterward. And so I opened up the stream, to get everything going, and basically my face wouldn't show up. My camera deal wasn't working, so I had to figure that out. But we got it taken care of. So only 2 minutes late on starting, but a lot more late on going live.
It'd be like that. I was long-winded with that, but I mean, when am I not, right? Welcome. It feels like it's been a minute. Like it's the normal Wednesday to Tuesday, but it feels like it's been a minute. I feel like we've got a lot. We'll touch on a few. We've got a big night of busyness that we're going to kind of have to power through some tonight, but we'll touch a little bit on a few things. But first up, a shout out to our awesome sponsors, OmniType, Project Keyboards, and Canon Keys, as well as our awesome partners, Zap Cables, Type Beast, and Smith & Rune. We'll hear more from them later. Let's go through a quick mail day. I think you have more mail than I do, so I will go first. Mine is kind of combo of what's on your desk and mail day. I forget how heavy this thing is. So Botanical came in.
Ooh, there you go.
And it looks great. I am happy with this purchase. Oh, sorry. I sliced my finger open. Like, got that new bread knife. Second I tested it, shook.
Hey,
right through.
That mug's sharp.
Confirmed. Sharp.
Hey,
but yeah,
too.
Botanical looks great. Got it on the crown. I think it's going to live here for now. I love how cool this set is. Like, the cool color matches with the cooler white. Super clean. Absolutely love it. I think the colors just came out fantastic. I know some people were a little, like, they thought the alphas were a little bit too blue. I guess if you planned it for a board, I could see that being a problem. But other than that, I showed off all the Cerakote stuff on the Saturday stream. So, and I'll show more of that on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, cool. Nice little combo mail day. What's on your desk? For me, I got some mail. Well, we got some mail. I haven't given you yet, but I got it. So I'll have to give that to you next time I see you.
Which will be soon.
Hopefully.
Because I gotta get you that desolder gun.
I do need that. But much like the mail day you had last week, oh my gosh.
Your boy K coming in hot.
Dude, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Dude, congratulations to the winners of the gift lottery. Dude, thank you. Check him out. He's actually local here to Dallas. Just started getting into the keyboard community a few months back and is streaming. If you're into heavy music, he jams out to heavy music while he builds, and he does some pretty cool builds. He built a Mode 80 for buddy Ryan Kirby from the band Fit for a King this past weekend. So check him out.
I know that name.
Yeah, dude. You might have met those guys at some point.
I'm sure I have. I was in the mix for a while.
Yeah, for sure. But much like Chewy got last week, I got a very large package from Kinetic Labs. Shout outs to Kinetic Labs. Thank you so much. One thing that I'm really, really excited to try is these lube palettes, as well as this Carbon GS1 lube or grease. Yeah, really excited to try this out. Also sent like the brushes and stuff. I'm excited to use these brushes and see kind of how they are. Nice to get a couple different sizes.
I've already used some, man. Exo Squid, boy howdy. How are we all? Thank you, Exo Squid.
Appreciate it.
One of them. It's solid. Can't complain.
And then shout outs to the boy, Mr. Reagan from Space Cables, sent over some stuff. We were talking about this lube the other day, and he's like, "Have you not tried it? Do you want to try it? I'll send you some." So sent a little bit of the what I have like to call and what I've heard other people call. There we go. XHT BDZ or Dragon Ball Z lube. Very, very thick. Dragon Ball Z thick lube, and then as well as a couple lube stations. So send one of each of these over to Chewy and myself. I think we might give these away because I think we're already set on lube stations. But we might give those away. We got some cool stuff coming up that we can utilize those for as giveaways. So shout outs to Reagan and everyone over at Space Cables for those. What were you gonna say, Chewy?
I was just gonna say, big stream coming up.
Big stream coming up.
Big stream coming up.
And then as far as what's on my desk, I haven't changed it since last week. I think this was on my desk last week. I can't remember. My Bauer. It was on my desk last week because I talked about maybe changing out the caps. Just haven't done it yet. I want to go and I want to change up. Nice little patina happening on that brass base. But I want to change it up, but I really need to like take a lot of the keycap sets that I have on my boards and just run them through my ultrasonic cleaner, get them nice and fresh.
Get like do like a kitchen cam stream where you just go. It's just you cleaning stuff in the kitchen.
Dude, that'd be good.
Hell yeah, Wool! Thank you for the subscribe with Prime. Ooh. Heck yeah, and we got the hype train going. Guys, yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, and you get a free sub every month. You don't have to use it here, but we obviously appreciate it. Yeah, if you don't use it here, maybe suggest one of our awesome friends that stream as well, Langlandia, Keeb Noob. They're doing a fun stream later tonight. Excited to see. So, but yeah, it's money on the table.
Yeah, if you're not using your Prime sub every month, you're just leaving money, like free money on the table. You might as well just give it a whirl. Check that. Make sure that button is if it's lit up, use it somewhere. It doesn't have to be here, but use it somewhere.
Absolutely. So, well, we've got plans. We're going to talk about. We're still collecting information on the Gmk rules. So we're going to talk about that next week as we kind of see how this story progresses some. I think it will be, we'll dive very deep. That's a new news topic, but there's a lot to consider with those changes and with a lot of that stuff happening just recently. And work, obviously, we just haven't had the time we want to give the full, like, really dive into these rules and what they mean for the hobby, and we just didn't have time. And Mech Madness is right around the corner, and we want to get these brackets in. So tonight we are going to argue because we haven't had a good argument stream. We've been on the same side of a lot of things. We need to get right back into, if for those who don't know, if you know us personally, we love to argue. I'd say Eric more than myself. Eric enjoys arguing.
I enjoy having a discussion,
an open discussion. He also likes being right.
Very true.
And winning.
And also very true. Very competitive person. I have a brother that is 10 years older than me, very present in my life growing up, that made sure that any chance that he got to beat me at something, he definitely did. So
Eric, yeah. Nah. So we are going to, just full disclosure, we're going to submit a bracket, but we're using the Mechs on Deck at Gmail account, which if you want to send us an email, go for it. But
it's our business email.
It's our business email. Have fun with it. But the Mechs on Deck one will not accept any awards if anything happens to win from this one. So just full disclosure there, if anyone's curious. I have 3 boys. I hear you. I got you. I understand that, Ozzy. 200 bits. I just want to keep this train going. Vertebreakers.
Dude,
Thank you.
thank you
So
for the 200 bits.
what do we start with? Chat, what do we start with, boards or do we start with keycaps?
Oof.
We don't have desk mats, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because desk mats was a bunch.
First and foremost, if you have not gotten your brackets in, head on over to this link here. Get your brackets in for Mech Madness 21. They're closing up here in a couple days.
Next week, yeah. Like early
also,
next week.
I want to answer a question from Gerald Juby. He asked, does an ultrasonic cleaner clean the shine off of GMK keycaps? It does not, but it does clean the gunk off of them. Yeah. So like your finger oils and stuff like that. So keeping your caps clean can help prevent excessive shine over time. So I'm not really worried about shine, but I just want to get gunk off of it.
Let it happen. So. That's why we got exclamation point shine if you want to read that at some point. it's a Heine Bush original. So we got a couple people saying we got boards, we got caps, boards. So that's 2 for caps. We'll start with caps.
Start with key sets.
All right. It's going to be a lot to look through, but you can go through the if you hit exclamation point MM21, there is a way to go look through these boards. It will be difficult for us to go through every single picture. If we don't know one, we'll look it up. But some of them, it's as much as I would love for this to be extremely new viewer friendly. It's just that would be a lot of going back and forth, and we'd be here for 6 hours, and we have to work to.
Absolutely. All right, and get my cheat sheet up. Thank you. That's epidemic sound. I don't need that anymore. But yes. So starting off with key sets. Also, thank you, Static Age, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Neflock. Appreciate it. Also, Neflock, if you're in the chat, what up, dude? How you doing? Saw Metropolis 2 got announced. Yeah. Congrats, dude.
Also, way to steal our logo, all right?
Dude, right? Little do they know. Things might be changing. Might be going.
Yeah, we could be different. Could be different. But for now, you stole our logo.
So did Google, dude. Yeah, Google yoinked it.
It drives me fucking insane now. But Neflock, yeah, guys, who wore it best? Absolutely. So starting off, round 1, MT3 ABS, white on black, black on white versus MT3 ABS 3277. I can imagine what MT3 white on black, black on white is. But 32, is it 3277? That I don't know.
Let's see here. MT3 3277.
3227.
3277.
77? Okay. Yep, it is. I'm dumb.
Okay. It's like basically, hey, here's gray on dark or
Dolch.
Yeah.
It's Dolch. Dolch with fun colors. What do you think here? I think white on black, black on white.
Yeah, I think white on black, black on white.
I think it gets the I think it looks better. Like, I mean, it's cleaner. It's the easier vote. I don't think any of these are lasting past the second round, though.
Yeah, true. Next up, GMK Rouge versus Infinity Amalfi. So our boy,
it's Alex Odos versus Amir. This is tough, but I honestly
it's Nathan Alphaman.
Nathan Alphaman. I'm sorry. Which is the one that he did?
What?
There's another Infinity that he did.
Infinity. It's the like purple, red, and black one. Can't remember. Yeah. What up, Kaner?
Aether. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It starts with an A. All right. So Amalfi versus Rouge. I don't know what to pick here.
I think I want to do. Well, I like Rouge. I think Amalfi will do better.
Yeah, I think the brighter colors. I think brighter colors People like bright, the eye candy. We're not arguing yet. Sorry, guys. We'll start arguing when the picks start really mattering.
I feel like we are not going to argue about this next one either. GMK Perestroika versus Cam Ghost.
Oh, yeah, Perestroika.
Yeah, Perestroika. All right, cool.
It's
next
cool.
up.
It's got that
All right, let's
right?
argue. GMK Godspeed versus SA Godspeed.
I'm going to say SA.
Yeah,
even though I
SA.
don't have it, I think we're going to argue SA. No, I think SA, it's the classic, right? I don't think it did I didn't think that it transferred as well to GMK. I wish if they had just made the Godspeed enter bigger in text, that had just been a novelty, like a bigger novelty, I would have been way more happy. But I think SA, it's just the classic look.
Yeah, I think, are we voting what we really like or which you think will win? I think this is what
we think will win.
This is what we think will win. I think what we should do, so we're going to do these, right? We're going to have this bracket that's going to be the culmination of both of our opinions. And then we're going to each do our own one, personal. And I want to see if our
collective could beat one of us.
Body will win versus our opinions.
Our two brains really better than one.
Yeah.
So we got Red Samurai versus Strawberry Lemon. I think Red Samurai takes this strictly because Strawberry Lemon, while it's cuter, I think you have the GMK versus Infinity battle, but I also think that because Strawberry Lemon didn't turn out the way that it did, I think Red Samurai wins.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with you there. I think if Strawberry Lemon doesn't have, or Strawberry Lemonade, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the issues that it had. You know, the whole like, hey, we didn't order enough of this kit, and now you get this kit for free, and if you bought it, you're screwed. Yeah, that whole situation I think left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. I think there's going to be quite a few people that will just go against some of these sets just for this sheer fact of, hey, bad. So I think Red Samurai.
The one thing that I'm worried about though is TKC does have a big following, despite some issues on TKC's end of being able to handle quality control. TKC does have that massive following, so I think that's the closest one I think we've seen so far.
Yeah, this next one is interesting because I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what JTK Tianwen is.
It's interesting. It kind of looks like a Godspeedy like feel. It's got that, I say Godspeed. It's a space theme, like a Mars mission themed. So for those who don't know, it's got kind of gray modifiers, white alphas, orange.
Okay.
The orange lettering on there. It looks clean. I think it's a little busy for my taste, but also I think this picture is meant to be kind of busy. So I think it's cool. I think it's a cool set. I don't know what wins here.
Actually, I'm okay with leaving that. I think pre-press wins just because of GMK.
Yep. I think pre-press wins also because the hobby does not like orange that much.
Yeah. True.
Carbon is just enough orange to where people like it, but it's not overpowering.
True. So weeb sets possibly also win out. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think there's going to be some interesting ones. I think some of these I don't like. I'm looking at this list. I feel like a bad content creator because there's a lot of these that I'm like, dude, I have no idea what some of these are. But next up, we have one that I think is somewhat interesting, but will not be interesting in terms of when people look at pictures, two pictures next to each other and vote. And that is EPBT Cool Kids versus SA Oblivion Round 2. I think, without a doubt, Cool Kids wins. Cool Kids wins. Hands down.
Okay. Yeah,
cool Kids wins.
Yeah. Because this is Boomer versus Zoomer. Like this matchup is literally Boomer versus Zoomer. It's the old guard of the hobby versus the cool kids.
Cool kids, like this is the thing. You're on Instagram. You pick up you look at the page and you see the two sets next to each other, you're gonna look at Cool Kids and you're gonna laugh and it's gonna make you smile.
Yep.
You're gonna look at SA Oblivion R2 and you're gonna be like, yeah, okay, I've seen that before. You know?
It's clean, it's classy, but like Cool Kids.
So yeah,
You
we'll
feel like
keep zooming.
R2s are going to hurt the brackets because they're not new, having been previously run? I think so. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of R2s are just going to get carried. And then you have herd mentality, right? Where you're like, well, I don't want to be wrong. So I'm going to vote for the one that I think is going to be popular. And then everyone's going to vote for it so they don't lose their bracket. It's an awkward. The brackets are an interesting mindset. We can talk about that on another stream. So next up, Gmk Mecha 01 versus Gmk Honor. I'm going to have to. I remember Gmk Honor.
Dude, Gmk Honor was
I think
sweet.
Yeah, that's right. The Navy. I think Gmk Honor takes this. I think Mecha 01 is too in your face.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're not thinking about is that Mecha 01, I feel like, has spawned a bunch of other products that are in that same colorway. Because Mecha 01, didn't they have like a bunch of stuff that ran alongside it? Or am I thinking of the cat set that was around the same thing? I might be thinking of the cat set that was like a similar.
There was a cat set that had a lot of shit that like went into it. I can't remember. And it was a relatively similar, like very neon-y with lots of purple.
I think
Chat, help us out.
I think you're right. Like my gut of like what I would prefer, even though I love purple, as you can see behind me, the
You don't like purple at all.
purple lights. Sometimes they come across blue. Thanks, Sony. Appreciate that. But yeah, I think GMK Honor wins, honestly.
I think it's cleaner. It's a weeb set. They're both weeb sets, but you got a cleaner weeb set. And a lot of these do come down to pictures. So if you can get Mecha 01 on a sick ass board, maybe like a custom matrix board that has a bunch of different cool, colors going into it, versus if it's something that's kind of like plain, like if you put like Honor on like a Fiel, pictures do matter.
Well, the problem is that almost all of these sets have not delivered.
Yeah.
There's very few that have.
Yeah, we've had GMK Godspeed so far. GMK Godspeed's delivered. SA Godspeed has delivered to pretty much everyone except me. We know what SA Oblivion does look like, and Infinity Strawberry Lemon has delivered, as well as Red Samurai. But Strawberry Lemon, I think it might have done better if it hadn't delivered.
Honestly, I agree. Next up, interesting one. This is another I feel like a weird one. So cat blanks, basically just blank cat sets. One of, if not the only cat set that did not have issues because it didn't have legends on it.
Can't have misaligned legends when there's no legends.
And then GMK Monokai material, which is like also like Oblivion, but not.
It's an Oblivion. It's Oblotsky. We should just start calling it Oblotskian. I think this is tough because this is where the picture, like you said, this is where the picture really goes in. I think if Cat Blanks wins, it's a meme. Monokai is.
Dude, are the Oblotsky stands gonna come out to play?
Yeah, like this is tough. I don't know what to put here. Like I want to say GMK. I think if anything is going to pull this through, I think the three letters before each of these sets you have to go to, and I think GMK pulls this through, but I think it's pretty close.
Yeah,
because I feel like again it's meme lords versus the Oblotskians.
Yeah, I think Monokai material kind of wins. I know we said we are gonna argue and we haven't argued yet. Maybe I'll just start like going against you here.
Well, I think the first round it's always pretty clear.
Yeah, I think we go GMK.
I think we go GMK. Once you get to tougher matches that have a lot more to say, then that's where you are.
I want to touch on what Netflix said. He said, with some of the recent sets delivering very differently from what was proposed, what is your opinion on sets that haven't been delivered being allowed in Mech Madness?
I think it's tough because
I
it's
th-
tough to keep up with.
well, the other independent variable was the fact that uh, COVID came in and was like, "Hey, world,
You.
let me show you what I can do." This past year, and a lot of these sets, especially the ones that ran in the January, February, March timeframe, that would have been delivered already, even up to maybe even like June, given the fact that we're already in March. Like most of those sets, you would assume would be somewhat delivered or close to delivered by now. Like they couldn't deliver them because country shut down.
And then
Whole
Germany
things.
shut down again in
Yeah,
January.
and
So
it's hard to say for this year, but I think maybe moving forward, we might rethink how it's done. I don't know. It's
well, and then that point is, well, do you count round two as because technically it's delivered, just round
right.
one delivered, so it gets tricky.
It's also like because of the way the hobby is set up, if you make it to where everything that's in Mech Madness has to be delivered, I feel like you have to make the entire competition, it gets much smaller.
Yeah,
And then you're having boards and sets that ran, a year and a half ago running in Mech Madness that following year. Like I think it kind of catches up on itself at some point, but I don't know.
it's tough to do now.
It's
So,
supposed to be like what was the best product, the best like looking and most hype product of the previous year. So I think it would feel bad to not include things that were offered and sold but not delivered in that year.
Mech Madness reminds us of all of the group buys we're waiting on. Trust me, I'm with you there. So next up, GMK Sumi versus Cat Specimen. I'm gonna go with Sumi. I think Specimen, very bright, rainbowy. It's the classic fade, but not fade. But I think Sumi wins. It's got the weebs.
Dude, if I think Sumi to me will get destroyed in the next round because it's going against
Oh yeah.
Botanical, but low key dark horse to be like a super hot set once it actually delivers.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next
Uh,
up, interesting situation. MDA Vision chat. There's how many people watching right now? I can't see my OBS. All right, we've got like 60 people
57. Yeah.
watching. How many of you have heard of MDA Vision? Am I the only one that hasn't? I've heard of it.
I just looked it up.
Have you seen it? Because I have not.
Yep. Open and shut case. Muted retro. It's muted. It's gonna go far.
Here's my only thing. Do people go against muted retro? Because it went against, it got sent out like the month before actual muted was announced. It got put on Originative like the day before Krellbit made the announcement that Muted 2 was happening.
Maybe, but I think people see muted and people say I don't care because I don't. That looks more moot point.
Yeah,
It's going up against the potential winner in the
yeah.
next round.
I already made the pick. I was just bringing up a point.
I mean, it could. You can get people will vote out of spite. But next up, EPBD Classic Retro Cyrillic versus GMK Dark. So we've got minimalistic versus busy as fuck. Do people go for the Cyrillic?
No, minimalistic,
No?
100%.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. We might want to blow through these because it's already out like
Yeah.
8:45. We're gonna be here for like 3 hours. And we both
GMK
got to work tomorrow.
Shoko second style versus Cat Atlantis. I think Atlantis wins, honestly.
Dude, what? I already picked
Yeah.
Shoko. What is wrong? What?
Well, Cat Atlantis has a great colorway.
Shoko almost won the first Mech Madness.
Dude, the memes.
Mech Madness 2018
The
or
memes.
2019 is the reason why
Atlantis looked, dude, that space bar.
Shoko became the set. The Mech Madness 2019 is the reason why Shoko Second Style happened.
I'll go with you on Shoko, but I think Cat Atlantis could be a dark horse because of that space bar. That space bar could drag that shit all the way to the finals. No, not the finals. If there's anything that's not GMK in the finals, I don't. I'll do something dumb.
Let me look real quick at Cat Atlantis again. I'm just like, I thought that was a shoe-in. Okay. Cat Atlantis. Man, yeah, I just don't think it can go
I'm
against
down to
Shoko.
vote Shoko because Shoko was the dark horse last year, but I think the dark horse beats the dark horse. So yeah, Shoko, we'll have it go through because I think it has a good chance of going pretty far. Cat Explosion versus Gmk Hennessy. I think Hennessy wins. It's a black on white set, or I guess it's not exactly black on white, but
man, I'm like, hey, let's speed these up, and then the next two, I'm like, I don't agree with you.
that's fair.
I think Cat Explosion could win just because it's colors.
I mean, it literally is just like GMK Red Samurai, but Cat Explosion.
For the sake, we'll go GMK Hennessy.
GMK Hennessy. Next up, GMK Copper versus SA Biso.
Ooh.
Look up Biso.
SA sets. They don't do well.
This is not good.
Nope.
If this nope. Yeah.
Maybe for the memes.
It's not the Doge though.
Yeah. I think Copper wins.
Yeah, I think Copper is a clean one. I think that's going to be one that really sets apart from a lot of other people. So this is an interesting one. SA Jadeite versus Cat Lucky Jade. Two similar sets. Lots of green in this one. Do people like the fade more than the traditional blocking?
I think it depends on which picture render they use for Lucky Jade.
I'm gonna say SA because I think. Well, I don't know. I think Cat. I think Cat wins this. You have more options of getting a better picture.
Yeah, I think Cat Lucky Jade wins too.
Yeah, Streaking Bison. I agree. I wish the pictures were, but it's just until we figure out a better system to do it, it's not really gonna work. All right, what do we got?
GMK Honey versus Finicky Team Liquid. I think GMK Honey wins completely just because I think that there's a lot of people in the community that just will meme on the fact that there is a like brand partnered set. Regardless of the fact it's an esports team, it's still like a brand partnered set that doesn't like influence a theme. But I think Honey wins. MDA Plastic versus MDA Ember Dawn. Two sets that I
didn't know existed.
Frankly, could not care about.
Neither.
I think Plastic is the fake, like is the style. I remember that was on. These are both on drop. MDA Plastic was the one that's like the off-white style.
Yeah. I think Ember Dawn, just because it's a little more plain and people, it won't be as like there won't be the awkward space bar that says space bar or whatever, plastic. Yeah, I think Ember Dawn wins that one.
Depends on how many hype beasts are involved in this, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. Kuroshiro Round 2 versus Burgundy Round 3. This is a tough one because we've seen both of these sets.
Weeb Legends Kuroshiro, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think while I think Burgundy would win a lot of these fights, I think against Kuroshiro, I think this is a tough fight for Burgundy to actually have to do and be able to go anything. So next up, GMK Beta, which I forgot that was a thing. Yep. I think Beta's good, but I think Pink on Navy wins. I think Pink on Navy is just a cleaner look. Beta is the one that kind of looks like that old VHS tape cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
The
it's got the two base kits. One looks kind of like the old HHKB JP caps.
mhm.
Yeah. All right. GMK Yuru versus Infinity Dark Cyrillic. I would say that I have to look at these, but I feel like the GMK set's gonna win.
GMK, yeah, GMK Yuru. That's the one
That's
that has the insane renders.
yeah.
Yeah, I think GMK Yuru wins. It's a cleaner look, burgundy. It's kind of a burgundy maroon uh modifiers, white alphas. Yuru wins. GMK Kaiju versus Aurora Polaris. Do we do the fancy green and orange versus the Mechs on deck?
Dude, right?
um I think because Kaiju has delivered, I think Kaiju wins.
I think so too, because I think Kaiju looks also better in pictures and they have the upper hand in actually giving pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Kaiju wins. Also, some recency bias is going to carry it some.
Also, it's the boy Neflock, who's in chat earlier. Shout outs to the boy. GMK
So,
Frost Switch versus GMK Laser 2.
Laser.
I think Laser.
I think
Laser.
People lose their fucking shit over Laser.
GMK Boneyard versus GMK Key. I think people like me are still upset that GMK Boneyard did not come in R0, R5, right? Yeah. It's didn't have the full scoops for R1, R5.
No tall boys,
No
but
tall boys.
I still think Boneyard wins though.
Really?
Yeah, I think Boneyard wins. I need to look up GMK Key one more time just to make sure I'm.
GMK Key's like a classic, like beige and like brown set. That's the one that
Yeah.
there wasn't very many. It was a small run.
I think because I think more people know Boneyard.
It's true. That's true. GMK Boneyard. All right, we'll go with it. Thank you,
Nord
Cole,
versus
Slaw, Jody, Soy for the tier 1. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're having a good night.
We got Nord versus Yugo. GMK Yugo. There's a throwback. I forgot that set existed too. This is tough. I think Nord wins.
Nord. I agree.
I think it just looks cleaner. Like Yugo is not meant to be the most aesthetic looking. It wasn't meant to be the most aesthetic looking keycap set. Let's see. Cannon Cap 0 versus Cam Wraith.
Cam Wraith.
Yeah, I was thinking. Oh yeah, Cam Wraith. Cam Wraith.
Oops.
Cam Little Pilot. God, we have so many keycap sets to go through.
SA Semiconductor. I think Little Pilot.
Yep. GMK Rudy versus DCS Sleeper. Rudy.
I think Sleeper.
You think Sleeper? Let me look up DCS Sleeper. I think people really liked Rudy. Oh, it's got the muted.
I think Sleeper wins because
Sleeper is a drop. It's going to be a tough one, but I think
Rudy looks good, but Sleeper looks like muted.
Yeah, it's muted. It is muted. SA Sunday Morning versus GMK Hero. Interesting enough, GMK Hero is starting to ship. It's made its way into some people's hands. SA Sunday Morning. SA typically does pretty rough.
Sunday morning rain is falling.
It's a great song, great album. I think GMK Hero wins though.
Really?
Yeah,
I
dude.
think
recency bias goes into this.
Recency bias. I mean, people have had Sunday morning for months.
I know, but I'm saying Hero's shipping right now.
Yeah, but I think people are still mad that Hero didn't have all of the novelties that they wanted because of Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's green, and
people don't like green. All right, we'll go SA Sunday Morning. They're both gonna lose. GMK Bushido versus Infinity Grain.
Dude, this is rough. I want to say Grain because of Lang, because of the friendship, the relationship that is there. But I think Bushido is got the better overall
Bushido,
aesthetic.
Also, Bushido hasn't had problems yet.
Also that.
Grain had problems. GMK Mudbeam versus GMK Nuclear Data. I'm gonna assume. Let me see what GMK Mudbeam looks like.
It's like blue and like dirt. and like mud.
I don't. I think
It's like navy and
yeah,
mud.
like it's
I think it wins just because it's not
not
not bright fucking green, but
not intensely green.
intensely green and orange.
So, Finicky Musubi versus Gmk Ursa. I think Ursa is a clear winner here.
I don't even know what Musubi is, but I don't care. Cat Arctic versus Cat Lich. I think Cat Lich wins.
Cat Lich. Yep. Gmk Lux versus Gmk Space Cadet 2. That's a tough one.
Is it? I think Space Cadet runs
Space
away
Cadet
with it.
wins, but I don't think it runs away. I think Lux looks pretty fucking clean.
Yeah.
But I still think Space Cadet wins because it's just more unique. But
Lux is Zambu's set, right? Yeah.
yeah. SA Mizu versus Cat Mizu.
Dude, what are you thinking? I'm thinking.
I mean, obviously Mizu.
I'm thinking Mizu. I think Cat wins because Cat sold more.
Yep. Cat, it's hotter. SA traditionally does bad. Cat Drifter versus JTK Suited Assassin. I want to say Cat Drifter did well.
Cat Drifter versus JTK Suited Assassin.
Cat Drifter's an old one.
Is it? I think it ran into this year.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Suited Assassin. I remember seeing that because I remember them getting in trouble, but I don't remember it running. So I'm gonna roll with that. Drifter will win. Yeah. Redline versus Cat Refined.
I think Redline.
You think Redline versus the white on black?
Yeah, just because it's a Omni type. I think a lot of people. It's got the home field advantage.
Well, not really, because it's not on the Omnitype website.
It's not on Omnitype, but a lot of people from Omnitype are still gonna. It's going to be a big poll.
True. SA Skyrider, GMK Red Devils.
Skyrider was that kind of like teal, not teal.
Yeah, it's like a bluish or green, not green, not blue. It was greenish.
It was greenish,
bluish,
like an aquamarine green.
Colors are hard. I feel like there's way more SA sets.
Yeah, there are. I think SA. I think the red's too intense.
Sure.
I think that SA wins.
I have no what up Hove or Hove. However you say your name. How you doing?
Gmk Amethyst versus Infinity 808 Boom. I'd love to vote for Lang here, but I think we got Busy versus a very clean purple. People like purple. I think Gmk Amethyst wins.
Deku versus Carbon Round 3.
Yeah, Boomer versus Zoomer Part 2.
Do we go Weebs out or do we?
I think we
let the Weebs in?
I think we go Weebs out.
So you're going Carbon?
Oh, sorry. Like I thought you meant like Weebs out.
Weebs get out.
Yeah, Weebs get. Yeah, okay, no. Oh, yeah, Weebs in. I think Deku wins. I've got a little Deku. Did I take him down? I guess. No, I moved him back all the way over there.
Hey Chewy, how you feeling about GMK Sloth versus Taro?
Oh fuck, Taro. I love Sloth, but Taro. It's purple. I'm sorry, Drifting Bunnies. You're going up against purple. Like,
what about Infinity CRP C64 to Infinity Comfy?
Comfy.
I agree. Pride versus Finer Things.
I think Finer Things. It's cleaner. Pride's the one that's like the stripes. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think Finer Things wins that. Fuyu versus Pixel. I think Fuyu looks cleaner.
I think Fuyu like dots. Fuyu matches an aesthetic that is very visually pleasing and it's not very aggressive. Not that Pixel does, but Pixel is not quite. It's budget dots.
No. Let's see. Zuyun versus Midnight Rainbow. I need to look up Zuyun, but I think Midnight Rainbow takes this.
Midnight Rainbow. Zuyun is
okay. Yep.
Zuyun is just Mono Legends for I can't remember what language. Islander versus an Islander. I don't even know to go on.
Islander is going to do very well in this.
DCS Red Alert versus EPBT Scotty.
I think Red Alert.
Red Alert. Okay, cool. Berserk R3 versus GMK Classic Blue.
That's tough. I'm gonna say GMK Classic Blue. It's just a cleaner SA again.
Okay.
Berserk. Berserk's a very goofy looking set. I like it, but anyway. Ooh, wine battle. Infinity Cabernet versus Infinity Port. Um, depending on the pick.
Everyone's mad.
Yeah, exactly. Cabernet versus Port. I think Port wins. I think Port has the. That's going to be depending on the picture.
But Cabernet didn't have as many issues as Port. Port came out and the colors were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, let's put Cabernet. They're both going to lose to Cat Space Cadet.
Also true.
SA Nightlight versus Hammer, CRP, Tulip, and Peacock. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea.
Dude, let's just take a gamble. Let's not even look.
SA Nightlight, because Oni probably was going to do well. Moondust versus EPBT Samurai. I have no idea.
I think Moondust.
Moondust, okay. GMK Lunar versus Cat Monochrome.
Oof. Let me look at Lunar again.
I think Lunar I don't know, because Cat Monochrome's good. I think while Lunar's good, I think this is a tough one. I think I'd give it to Monochrome, but again, they're hitting these heavy hitters in the second round.
Yeah. I think we go Lunar.
Yeah. Lunar. All right.
Lunar.
Hammerhead versus Azure. JTK Azure. I think Hammerhead wins.
Yep. Agree.
And then GMK Retrocast versus Infinity DSA Magic Girl.
Magic Girl. I agree. All right. Round 2.
Round 2.
We might not get to keyboards tonight.
That's fine. We'll get to keyboards. We'll figure something out.
All right. Noel. MT3
No.
ABS. Noel. All right, cool. Zen, JTK Zen versus Pono.
I don't remember what Pono was. Oh, Pono's that new.
Pono's the cat one.
Yeah, or the cat. Oh, cat.
Not like it's not cat
like
as it's
cat.
It is
like
a cat. Yes. Yeah.
I think
Pono as well. Not JTK. Cat Lala versus Infinity Amalfi.
That's tough. I'll say Amalfi.
Amalfi? Sure. We'll go with it. Minimal. Okay.
Minimal.
SA 2600 R2 versus Godspeed. Godspeed. Dolch R5 versus Red Samurai R2.
Oh, that's tough.
That is tough because I think both of these lose next round.
Yes. That's tough because you've got Dolch, which is a classic, versus Red Samurai, which has been out. Both of these sets, you know what they look like. I think I give the edge to Red Samurai because weebs.
Do you? I give the edge to Dolch because it's classic.
It's gonna depend who shows up. What do we say?
Exactly, weebs.
I think weebs. Man, I think weebs.
Weebs get out, dude.
Dude, I trust me. What do I like better? I like Dolch better, but I think weebs.
True. GMK Posh versus Pre-Press.
I think Posh.
Posh, cool.
Yeah.
Cat Napoleonic versus EPBT Cool Kids, making it to the.
Cat Napoleonic is like 14 different fucking sets.
Yeah,
I
true.
think Cool Kid wins regardless.
What do you show in your Cat Napoleonic? Do you just like put like every cap in the picture?
I guess just cram as many as you can.
MG, I don't know how to say that word, or GMK Honor.
Where? Oh, I scrolled down too far. Honor. It's GMK.
I think so too. EPBT Modern JA versus JTK Night Sakura.
I think. Oh, let me look up what Night Sakura is.
I feel like I'm a bad content creator because there's a lot of these that I don't know.
Night Sakura looks like Olivia. I think that, or looks like Bliss. So I think it kind of slides in.
I agree.
Fundamentals versus Monokai Materials.
I think Fundamentals. Botanical.
Botanical beats. I think Sumi is good, but Botanical recency bias. It also looks really fun.
Yeah, Moto Light versus Muto Retro. Moto Light. Future Funk versus Bento R2. This is actually one that could be
a huge upset.
this not a huge upset. I think this is actually very close.
Well, I'm saying, but like, I'm sorry, not upset. I think this is a bracket breaker.
Yeah, I think this is extremely close.
You've got purple versus something that's already been delivered, but the problem is Bento photographs poorly. If you can see Bento in real life, it looks amazing. But we also haven't been out and about for a year, and Future Funk is purple.
True.
I don't know what to do. I honestly, I think my heart says Bento, but my mind says Future Funk, and I'm going to go with Future Funk. I think purple
I'll
and
agree.
the fact that Bento photographs poorly.
I think we may be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
But it doesn't matter because Moto Light will win. Cat Comet versus GMK Dark. Are we going dark?
I think dark, yeah.
All right.
Shoko. We said Shoko. I think Shoko beats Wild. I don't think too many people really liked Wild.
Hennessy versus Peach Blossom. Are we getting pink?
I think Peach Blossom.
Peach Blossom. Gmk Copper versus an Infinity set. Black on black, black on white. Oh, sorry. EPBT
versus GMK
blank
Spirit.
pink. GMK Spirit, I think, wins that.
Okay, Spirit is. Oh, that one. Yeah.
I know it's not like the greatest set in the world.
This is not really that just depends.
Let's see. What is blank pink is literally just blank pink keycaps.
If it's on, see, now I'm starting to lean. I think blank pink wins.
Okay, I'll trust you.
I think pink goes the distance.
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
Okay, so Copper versus Infinity, black on white, white on black. I think minimalistic wins here.
You do. I think Copper might win.
See, it's close. I think Copper is a really good set, and I'm excited to see it. It's probably going to be a set I'm gonna have to track down.
We'll go black on white, white on black.
We got, is it Lucky Jade versus
Pastel?
Pastel. I think regardless of Pastel and that fucking green, I think Pastel wins.
I do too, because I think if they are smart, they will have submitted a render with the correct green that did not make it.
Or a color corrected picture.
So that way all of the people who don't have the set that are looking at it like, ooh, pretty. And then they can be severely disappointed when they go find one and they see that the green is forest green. It looks like you're buying some fucking double mint gum. Infinity Morse versus GMK Honey.
I think Honey.
Sure.
I think Honey.
Ishtar versus Ember Dawn. I think GMK Ishtar.
Ishtar.
I don't know how to say that. If I said that wrong and I offended someone, I'm sorry. Cat
Hyperfuse versus Kuroshiro. Do we see the revitalization of Hyperfuse? People are really hyped on this set.
Should sets have to submit actual pictures? I don't know if they have to.
They don't have to, because sets that have not been released yet. It's kind of the double-edged sword, right? If it has been released, then you have the option of taking some amazing pictures. If it has not been released, you don't have the chance of it being a fuck up.
I think Kuroshiro.
Yeah, I mean, I think the community is kind of over Hyperfuse at this point.
I mean, people still don't have their F8 keys, so
yeah, exactly. So, all right, Kuroshiro, we got SA Dream Eater versus Pink on Navy. I think Pink on Navy wins.
Really?
Yeah,
over Pokemon.
I know it's Pokemon, but it's also SA.
But it's also Pokemon.
I know. Does Post Malone have enough hype right now to drag SA Dream Eater?
Dude, Pokemon just had their 20. Dude, Pokemon is like one of the most hyped things right now.
Oh, I'm aware. The fact that it's not like, if it was purple, I don't know. I honestly, I think pink on navy wins this, man. I think it's cleaner. I don't know how many. I think people are torn on the fade. I think it depends on what the picture that they put, but it's like how much Pokemon are they going to fucking shove in your face to get it to win?
I think literally one Pokemon in the picture anywhere. A fucking Pokemon sticker. A Gengar keycap in the photo. And it wins.
I'll give you this one.
We'll
give you this
go. No, we'll go pink on navy. We'll go pink on navy. I think you're right. I was just giving you shit.
EPBT Ivory versus what do we pick?
Yuru.
Yuru.
Are we about the elephants?
I think we're about. It's also. I mean, it's a clean set. Ivory looks good.
It does look good. I think we're about the elephants.
Yeah, MTV Dev TTY R2 versus Deep Navy. I think Deep Navy wins.
Yep, I already clicked it.
Cat Cyberspace versus Kaiju. Is Cyberspace the one that we were talking about?
Cyberspace was in fact the one that we were talking about because that was the one that came with like a bajillion different options, and you could get a keyboard that was in that plastic thing that was like a model.
That's tough.
I think it's Cat Cyberspace.
Yeah, I think Cat Cyberspace wins. Gmk Apollo versus Laser. I think Laser. That's a clean win. Boneyard versus Aether. I think the Odos
influence.
The Odos influence drags Aether to the next round. Got Nord versus Yuri Round Two. That's actually an interesting one.
Is it? Because I think the purchase amounts tell you a lot about the way people feel about Yuri right now.
Yeah.
Which is not great.
Yeah. It's interesting because they're two, like Nord is kind of that like mystical set of like, will it ever run? And Yuri was that set that everyone's like, everyone wants it, and then no one bought it. So yeah, I think Nord goes on.
Metaverse Round 2 versus Cam Wraith. I think the Weebs.
I think the Weebs in.
Weebs in, dude.
In.
Gmk Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Versus Cam Little Pilot. I think Grand Prix.
Grand Prix. Gmk Think Caps versus DCS Sleeper.
Do we go Dolch style? Do we go muted style?
I think DCS wins.
Okay, I can get behind that.
I think if this is an either or, but JTK Classic FC versus Rainy Day. I think Rainy Day wins.
Down. Nautilus versus Sunday Morning. Nautilus, I think.
Nautilus.
Melgeek MG Monster versus GMK Bushido. I think Bushido wins.
Bushido wins again. GMK Red Dragon versus GMK Mudbeam. Red Dragon.
Red Dragon. I believe Ursa. Modern Dolch.
Yep. Modern Dolch. Just go through that. So Con Momo versus Space Cadet. I think Space Cadet goes then versus the Android PBT Con Momo.
Mizu.
Yep. Mizu hype. Cat Iron versus DSA Pastel Toys. I need to. Oh, that. Yeah, I remember that.
I think Cat Iron.
Cat Iron. Yeah.
I think Cat Iron wins. All right. Cat Iron. All right. Cat Drifter versus JTK Royal Alpha. I'm not going to try to say another word.
I think, yeah, Drifter. GMK Demon Sword versus Redline. I think Redline wins again. Well, I don't know. It's Weebs out. Weebs in, maybe.
Weebs out? Weebs in? What are we doing? I'm thinking Redline, dude.
I think Redline's cleaner.
I was inspired by my dashboard.
SA Rocket versus what did we say? Skyrider. I think Skyrider, yeah. Bleached versus Belafonte. Who the fuck? Just pick one. For those who don't know. Okay, I'm thinking of Hennessy. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of Hennessy. I was like, what?
I think Bleached wins.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's white. I think Belafonte.
I think Bleached wins.
It did well because
it is ironic that Bleached is running against Belafonte because there was some not issues, but some people who are upset at the fact that Bleached and Hennessy ran at similar time points and were basically the same thing.
All that shit ran in like a 3-month period. Cat
Amethyst or
Asus
Oasis?
or GMK Amethyst? I think Amethyst. Oasis is good, but I think Amethyst wins. Ashes versus Deku. I think Deku.
Sorry, Gmk Amethyst. There we go. All right, Deku. I think Deku as well. Taro.
Deku.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Apiary. I know you're the 3 seed here, but you're gonna get beat by the 131 seed of GMK Taro.
Taro purple. SA Sale versus MT3 Extended 2048. Let me look at what SA Sale is.
Yeah, I don't think it matters because Extended 2048 is gonna win.
No.
Is a beep. Is a beep.
It's a beep. All right, where are we? SA Dual Shot versus Infinity Comfy. I think SA Dual Shot wins this. Classic Red versus Finer Things.
I think Classic Red.
People think, yeah. See, I'm torn. I think Finer Things, but let me look.
I think Finer Things looks better in like the idea of looking at it from Instagram and picking two.
I think if they pick, yeah, I think Classic Red. If they go with the white alphas, I think Classic Red will win.
I can get behind that. Fuyu versus Sculpted Bliss. I think Sculpted Bliss wins.
Bliss. People like Bliss. GMK Darling versus Midnight Rainbow.
I think
Darling. Midnight Rainbow. Honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Did you just call me out?
I did call you out because I think
Midnight Rainbow, man.
You like Midnight Rainbow because you like Rainbow.
I mean,
the problem is that you're talking about a set that is attached to the weebs, and it is heavily attached to the weebs. And I think Darling will win because of it.
All right, I'll give you the weebs. If it wasn't for the weebs, GMK Toxic versus Islander plows through. GMK Redacted versus was it DCS Red Alert?
Yeah, Red Alert R3.
Redacted, I think, wins. I think a lot of people really like that cool stuff. I don't think Redacted gets very far, but I think it'll break out of the herd. GMK Bread versus GMK Classic Blue. That's tough. This is like an 8 versus a 9. This is like a classic 8 versus 9 fight.
Really? Because to me, like not an 8 versus 9. This is like a 17 versus a 18, and they're getting to play in to see who can play in front of a good team and then lose.
I'm gonna go with Bread. I think Bread. People like Bread.
Like Bread. I like Bread. GMK Hallyu versus Evil Dolch.
GMK Hallyu Fade, right? That was Kaneki, I think.
Let me double check.
That's the Fade one.
I like Hallyu more.
You like what?
I like Hallyu more.
Yeah, I think Hallyu wins. Cat Space Cadet versus Cabernet. I think Cat Space Cadet wins. Gmk Oni, I think, takes that one.
Masterpiece versus Masterpiece.
Masterpiece, 8008.
8008.
8008 is gonna beat. Do we say Cat Monochrome or do we say Lunar?
We said I mean, I said 8008, so it doesn't matter.
8008. Infinity Blacklight versus GMK Hammerhead.
I picked Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, yeah.
Black Lotus.
GMK Black Lotus. All right, next round. Don't worry, these will start getting quicker because we will start running out of.
Steven Doe, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate it, my dude. Yeah. Noel Pono. I think Pono. Sorry about you.
I think Pono. Noel looks good, but I think Pono wins.
Minimal.
Because now I'm lost.
Minimal or Amalfi?
Minimal.
Godspeed versus Red Sam. Oh, here, why don't I do this?
Oh, you want to share it to me?
Let me share you. Give me 1 second. Let me go main real quick. See if this works correctly. Let's share that. Can we go live? Is this gonna fuck things up? No, it doesn't. Heck yes. Okay, let's go back. All right, we are back here. Now you can see it. All right. Godspeed, Samurai.
I think Godspeed.
Okay. Posh, cool kids, cool kids.
Cool kids.
Honor Night Sakura. This is the first one that's
Uh,
not like a shoe-in.
I think if these are at level ground at GMK, I think Night Sakura wins, but I think GMK over at JTK.
Okay. Fundamentals Botanical. I think Botanical.
Botanical, it's got recency bias. Modern Dolch. Oh, that's tough though. I think Modern Dolch Light wins because it's got the numbers, but
I think this is where we see Shoko fall apart. I think Dark wins.
Yeah, Dark wins.
I think Peach Blossom wins because it's not blank.
Yep.
Pastel.
Pastel. I think Pastel. Rainbow's gonna beat the white on black.
Honey versus Ishtar.
Ooh. I think Honey.
I think so too. Kuro Shiro R2 versus Pink on Navy. Are you still riding high on the Pink on Navy? The set that took down the Pokemon set itself, SA Dream Eater.
I think Kuro Shiro wins because of Sub Legends. I think that's where Pink on Navy gets in, fuck shit up. EPBT Ivory versus GMK Deep Navy. Deep Navy. It looks very clean. Laser is gonna destroy Cat Light Cyberspace because Laser.
I don't think so.
See, I think Laser because people just fucking love Laser.
Man.
I don't know. That's
sure. We'll go with it.
Laser. Okay.
Aether
versus Aether. Yep.
Metaverse.
Metaverse over Grand Prix. Rainy Day over Sleeper.
Rainy Day over
Sleeper? Okay, Sleeper. Oh, sorry. I was just reading down over. Nautilus versus what is that? Bushido. I think Nautilus. Been around.
Ursa.
Been around the block. Ursa. Yep.
Moto.
Modern Dolch. Absolutely.
Cat Mizu. Redline Drifter. This is
tough. I think Redline.
But okay.
Yep.
Who goes to die first?
Yep.
Bleached. Sorry,
GMK
we're moving through these now.
We're going through Amethyst versus Deku. I think Weebs in. Deku. Taro over extended. Yeah, Taro absolutely. SA DualShot versus Classic Red. I think SA DualShot takes this.
Me too. Sculpted Bliss.
Bliss is going to go far. Islander.
Although I think this will be closer than
it'll be
people
close,
think.
But I think just the fact that people love Islander and they love Animal Crossing, it'll beat Redacted. GMK Bread versus GMK Hallyu. I think, it's tough. What do you think? I'm going to go to you. I'll defer to you.
I think Hallyu looks better as a set. I think that the gradient will look it's not really like a gradient, but I think that the way that the alphas, the legends are done, I think it'll look good. I think people will like that. Cat Space Cadet versus GMK Oni. What you thinking here?
Oh man, that's tough. I think they all lose to 8008 too.
Can the Weebs carry again?
I think Oni gets it to all the way to Hallyu. I mean, it's going to get to the next round, or it might get to the next round. So that I think Masterpiece takes an early exit to 8008 too. While Masterpiece I think could have gone a lot farther somewhere else. Hammerhead versus Black Lotus. I think purple. I vote purple here.
Purple. I agree with you. I think Black Lotus is a set people were asking for a long time. They finally got it, and I think that they're excited about it. This is where it starts getting hard.
It starts getting very difficult here. Like you blow through the first three, especially when you're making it by yourself, and then you're like, oh shit. So what do we got?
Pono
Minimal.
I agree.
I mean, Pono's great, but Minimal is a classic. I say Godspeed versus Cool Kids. I think this is what takes down Godspeed.
I would 100% agree. I think GMK Honor has zero shot. I think this might be one of the single most lopsided victories in this round of Botanical winning. Also, maybe this one as well. Modern Dolch Light.
Two juggernauts.
Man, Pastel versus Peach Blossom. Two not, in my opinion, not super strong contenders.
Yeah, but they're getting far due to the seeding. That's kind of why I like the the interesting seedings here.
Yeah,
You have some early intense matchups, and then you have some people going pretty far. So I think Pastel wins.
I would agree. Honey, I think
Um,
Honey's been lucky with matchups
yeah,
to get
I
this
think
far, and I
yeah.
think Kuroshiro puts it into the ground. Laser, I think, does the same thing in Deep Navy.
Yep.
If Laser's here, it's gonna win.
Yeah.
This one is
Uh,
interesting. This one is interesting because you're talking with Aether, one of the most beautiful men in the community, one of the biggest content creators, Mr. Alex Otos himself. Clip it and ship it, boys and girls. Versus a set that is based off of a video game that has years upon years of success, release upon release. People love it.
you
People
also have
love Persona.
oh yeah, my wife's a big fan of Persona. I think it's tough because it's also if I think this is if it's GMK versus GMK, I think Aether wins, but it's not GMK versus GMK. I think Aether is being dragged down by Infinity, but I don't know. Do people go for Metaverse, or is the Odos grasp too hard?
I think Metaverse wins, but that's my
See,
personal bias.
I think Aether wins because it's a little bit more colorful.
Yeah, but
Mm,
Metaverse is like classy.
weebs. When in doubt, weebs in. DCS Sleeper versus Nautilus. That's another tough one, man.
I think
Because
Nautilus
you've
wins
got, I think
because
Nautilus eventually wins, but I think it's closer than it would be
yeah,
than Zombomon would prefer.
there's gonna be so many people that are looking at this. They're gonna say, "What is DCS?"
Yeah,
At this point, Ursa Moto R2.
Moto. I I don't like that Ursa goes down, but it's the right call.
I think you're
Like
right.
yeah. Cat Mizu versus Redline. I think Redline does a good job, but Mizu gets far. Bleached versus Deku. I mean, we're picking second place.
I think I want to go Deku just because I don't
I
want
think,
Bleached.
yeah, I think Deku goes. I think the
Tar
minimal sets can only the white on the black on white sets can only go so far
before they like get beat
before
by a
it's like
color that people like.
it's getting so boring, right?
Yeah,
Taro versus Dual Shot. I think Taro wins because Taro exists. SA Dual Shot does not exist yet.
true.
SA Sculpted Bliss
Trues.
versus Infinity Islander. Islander is going to get carried, and that is going to be a tough call to make on the next one.
I think that one might be closer than you think. I think Sculpted Bliss. People are about
Sculpted
it.
Bliss is good. People like Sculpted Bliss, but Infinity Islander is also a very, very popular set. Hallyu versus Oni.
Dude, man.
I mean,
I think
again,
again, this is like personal preference, but I think I would buy Hallyu before I buy Oni every day of the week.
I'm okay going Hallyu because it's going to lose. 8008 is going to destroy Black Lotus.
No. All right, we don't need to talk about that one. All right, now this is like these are the big hitters. You know, we're rocking like man, I feel bad because we're like, let's see. I want to count it up. How many Omni type sets do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Half.
He runs good sets.
Almost half.
He runs good sets. We'll see how they go, especially because we got a couple matchups. What is that? Gmk Minimal versus Cool Kids. That's a really good matchup.
Yeah, do we go minimal or do we go cool kid? Like I don't even know.
I think the Cool Kids goes. I think the Cool Kids.
I think it does. I agree.
I think it goes. I think Cool Kids is really doing a good job. Botanical Modern Dolch. This is really tough.
I think this is tough, but I don't think it's close. I think Botanical wins.
I think Botanical wins too because I think Botanical gets that recency bias. It's shipping. It looks so good on pictures. It looks great on it looks great in front of me. But Modern Dolch Light was kind of my prediction to win the whole thing. But Modern Dolch Light's not here.
Very true. Very true. And I think Botanical is here. Well, I know it's here because you have it.
It's here. That's for sure.
And I think this next matchup is where Pastel goes to die. This is when people
Yep.
start getting upset about the green.
Yep.
Can you zoom in on the bracket? We can for sure zoom in on the bracket. All right. Pastel, Kuroshiro. I think Kuroshiro gets the dubs.
Mm. I cannot understand why the Mizu colorway is so popular. People love blue in this hobby. Blue and purple are like the two sets that people go fucking ape shit color wise over. So yeah, EPBT. I think EPBT does some good stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's why. I think that's why Mizu just does so well. It's got a very powerful following. Laser versus Metaverse.
Is this where laser goes to die? Is this where the
I think
laser
so.
burns out?
I
Or do
think
the
so.
retinas
But
keep
this is big
stay
because
on fire?
either of these two could beat Kuroshiro.
Yeah.
But
What?
I think Metaverse does take the victory here.
Really? Okay, cool. Because I
Yeah.
think Metaverse is better Kuroshiro, so
Yeah.
that's an
So
easy clap.
that's why it's an interesting one. Nautilus, Modern Dolch. I think Modern Dolch, it goes better with other
We're
sets.
already done with that, bro.
Cat Mizu, it's over. Infinity C. Ooh.
Really? This is where people get upset. This is the point to me.
This is where people start going. GMK Taro is a cleaner, neater set than Infinity Islander, but I could see Islander going really fucking far.
I mean, it did go far. It's in round 5.
It did, but like I could see it going to the fucking semifinals.
I think the hype's gone. Animal Crossing's
Scroll up
not
some,
the most.
What's the other fight in round 5 or round 6? Scroll.
What do you mean? I'm not scrolling it. This is it. This is the two options.
No, I'm saying the other, like who? Yeah, okay. Modern Dolch versus me. Yeah, okay. I don't think it gets past round 6. All right.
So you're picking Taro.
I think Taro wins, but I think it's really close.
I think it is really close, but I think people are like upset at this point.
Mm.
Animal Crossing hype is gone. Yes, agreed. I agree. Animal Crossing hype is gone. We're out of quarantine, and people don't have that much time to or want to wake up Sunday morning to get whatever the hell it is you have to get at the specific time on Sunday morning. What is it, Chewy?
It's
at the store.
Just go completely blank. Parsnips.
Parsnips, yeah. No one cares about parsnips anymore.
Everyone got their money. 8008 destroys Hallyu, and probably the biggest differential in that round. Round 6, Cool Kids versus Botanical. I think this is where Cool Kids digs its own grave.
It goes to die.
I think it goes to die.
The Cool Kids, they graduate.
They tried.
They're no longer kids. They move. They get turned into adults and move away, and they leave the competition.
I think this is where you start seeing the cool gamer profiles and the cool stuff versus like the really classy looking stuff, and that's where like Cool Kids dies to Botanical. Crochet of it, Metaverse. I think it's Metaverse just looks better. Modern Dolch versus Cat Mizu.
This is hard. I think Moto.
I think Moto wins, but I think this is an incredibly tight race. But I think if it was GMK Mizu versus Moto, that's an even tighter one. Oh shit.
Taro 8008 too. I think, dude.
I think Taro wins.
Really? How far did 8008 got to the final, or not final, the semifinal last year? It got.
I think it did great, but
round.
I think it did fine. But I think people were still not happy about that pink.
Well, it hasn't shipped yet, and there's blue.
Well, I know, but I guess it's hard to. I still think Taro though.
You think Taro?
I think Taro beats 8008 in a very close match.
Santa's big booty. Thank you for the follow.
Santa's big booty. Thank you. Absolutely. Botanical Metaverse. I think we pick color over monochromatic.
Color over mono. I agree. Botanical wins.
Also, Metaverse had a few issues with that weird, like, no texture.
So this is our final. So Botanical is in the final.
Versus Modern Dolch and Taro.
Modern Dolch and Taro. Does Modern Dolch get the full redemption arc of getting to the final again?
Yeah, I think Modern Dolch wins. I think this is where, because at that point now it's people who like purple versus people who don't
who
like
don't like purple. And I think more people like the color blue and the color red because one,
Yep.
they are primary colors, and two, people's favorite colors are red and blue. And what do red and blue make up? Purple. Therefore, red and
Purple.
blue are better than purple because purple is the baby of red and blue.
Absolutely. This is
Botanical Moto R2. Now this is really does Moto, it's been
does
in this
Moto
spot before.
triumphantly return?
It has been in this spot before. Chat. If you weren't here in 2019 for Mech Madness, the original inception of this tournament, Moto made it all the way to the final, going against the juggernaut that was
Is
Gmk
this
Olivia.
Houston? Is this the Houston Rockets? When Michael Jordan finally says, "I'm not going to play," do the Houston Rockets jump in and snag up a championship?
Maybe.
I think Moto wins.
I think Moto. I
I
think
think Moto wins because here's the thing. I have never heard a complaint about Moto.
that's
I've never
very
heard
true.
one complaint about Moto. Botanical, I've heard one complaint.
I think we go boom.
I think Modern Dolch Round 2 wins.
What do we
Akeem Olajuwon prediction title.
what's the name? What do you call it?
What do we call it? Number 23 Modern Dolch. No. I think, what do we call it? Just
Not eligible for prizes.
yep. Mod for Moto.
Now what do we do?
I think mod for Moto.
Mod for Moto. Not actually.
Not take revenge for
competing.
taking down Moto Light.
I can't spell. I'm putting not actually competing.
So there is the submission. We will not be doing boards tonight because we've been doing this for over an hour.
That took much longer than I had initially assumed.
Now there are more key sets. There are like 50 more key sets than there are boards, thank Christ. But
yeah, how many
we will
boards
we will re-adjourn.
Maybe
There's
we'll
like 120.
What are you building something this Saturday? Yeah, you are.
I'm building 2 boards.
You're building 2 boards?
Yeah, I'm building the squid, the giveaway squid.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm also
right.
and forewarning, the board's already been given away, so it's not going to be like up for grabs. And then my personal squid. So maybe we could do that this Saturday. I can see about working something out about coming in and getting that worked out. Let's see. How many? Let's look real quick. Give me one moment here.
Oh.
So we just got word that the start of Mech Madness is going to get pushed back to the 23rd. So we'll pick up on boards next week.
Yeah, now we have exactly what we can do next Tuesday.
Yeah, boom. Next Tuesday. So back to this. We'll touch on the GMK stuff some next week as well, but it'll be a little bit shorter. And we'll power through those first couple ones. So we'll get that next week. So we have got two submissions for Keyboard of the Week. Do we just want to put those 2 up for the early voters?
Well, I mean, I think they just win because we didn't have one last week.
Yeah, we've got 4
we have
weeks.
To have.
We have 4 more weeks. March 31st is a Wednesday.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 5. We need 1 for last week, and we need 1 for this week. And there are 2 submissions, so they just both automatically win.
And we get Mech Mauler and Aussie Obsessions. Congratulations! Thank you for being the early submitters. Do we? Feel like we had 1 more. Nope, we did not. All right. Well, congratulations. Let's show them off. We're
showing them off. I'm bringing them up.
There we go. Bring them up. Yeah, guys, take the pictures outside if you can. Are the winners for the people who predict the brackets or something? Are there winners? Yes, there are winners, and you get to win a lot of awesome stuff. If you get a perfect key set bracket, you win one of every single key set that Omnitype ran last year.
That's a lot of key sets.
That's a lot of value.
Some
for
would say
free.
it's actually 12 key sets. Well, it's not 12 because I think took a month off.
It's 13.
It's 13.
He didn't take a month off,
right.
and he ran one
Pono on top of something else, or like
on top of
between
two
two
others.
sets.
Yeah, and then he scrambled to get SA Dual Shot out.
True. And Redline.
So,
Redline was a quick one too.
So
Wow.
it's a lot. It's a lot of value.
You get a lot of cool stuff. So get your brackets in. Mech Madness. You want to do it. You want to get involved. You want to follow the Instagram. !MM2021. Is that what it is in chat?
Yep.
Hit that.
So
go there. But what are we looking at,
absolutely.
Chewy? What is this first board?
This looks like is this the Space 65?
Yeah, some would say it's an iPhone.
Yeah, it's the iPhone case. GMK Mizu. We'll talk a little bit about this set next week because this set might be seeing some skyrocket prices.
Ayo.
But love the set. Only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the enter key on the left shift. I get it. I get what you're doing. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. But great. I mean, I love the snow pick and it works well. You know, it's icy. Those who don't know, the water tribe lives like in ice. So
yeah. your outdoors, the outdoors matches the theming. So props. Yeah. I think it looks good. I think the board looks good. I like my board's in my hand and I'm outside picture. Yep. I think that looks cool. I think it's a cool look. You could do a lot with it.
I love the borderline selfie.
Yeah, dude. It's like a selfie. It's like because it also works because the board looks like an iPhone. So yeah, it's like a selfie. It's like the inverse. Like your face is taking a picture of the phone taking a picture of you.
I dig it. So there it is. And then next up, we've got the M65 with GMK Umbra. Oof.
Dude,
this is clean.
This
One
is such
amazing
a picture. Good picture.
This is like, holy shit. Fucking amazing picture. Well done. Mad props. Like,
dude, this doesn't even.
This is stunning.
This doesn't even look real, to be honest. Right?
This is stunning. I'm reacting with a Mechs on horn because fuck. Excellent stuff there, Aussie. So very well done. I want to give a quick shout out to our awesome sponsors, mechsondeck.omnitype.com. You can go pick up GMK Norse right now. Got a really awesome Rama cap on there if you want to go get one of those. I might just pick up one of those brass Rama caps. So great set right there. Check that out. If you use that link, it helps us continue to run the channel. Project keyboards, you can go to mechsondeck.project.link. GMK Astral running right now. Very cool, muted, desaturated, kind of blue, purplish hue, that side of the color wheel. Great set there. And then Canon keys. We've got the Angel keyboard by Cable Car Designs. EPBT aesthetic. If you did not watch Keeb Noob's stream last night, by aesthetic, $79 base kit. It's also run by our great friend Didi, the fourth man of Mechs on Deck. So aesthetic looks fantastic. We got DSA 1930, the Icky 68, the PBT Honeywell Bold. Great desk mats in there as well. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of heat right now on Canon keys.
Absolutely, he's doing it. And I would like to give a quick shout out to our partners. Another group of fantastic lads that help us keep this channel up and running. Zap Cables. Head on over to zapcables.com. Pick up a bumper. If you see that fine board that's got peaches and cream on it behind Chewy, you can get that exact board minus the switches and the keycaps over at zapcables.com. Get yourself a bumper. It's like $275. You can't go wrong. Check it out. Looks cool. It's unique. It's polycarb. Sounds cool. Looks cool. Let's go. Next up, Type Beast. Head over to typebia.st. Sign up for their newsletter. It's going to be taking a little bit of a back seat currently. Macanova, thank you for the 69 bits. Nice. Taking a back seat right now because Mech Madness 2021 is here. Check it out at mechmadness.gg. Sign up, get your brackets in, follow the Instagram, play along starting the 23rd now, no longer the 15th, starting the 23rd. So check that out. And then last but not least, Smith and Rune. Go to smithrune.com. You can get yourself a full getup. You can get sweats. You can get a shirt. You can get a sweatshirt. You can get a hat. And you can get a coffee mug. You can be dripping head to toe in Smith and Rune merch. So go over to smithrune.com.
Dripping with that drip, dude.
Dude.
So tomorrow we've got Dutch Master. He built a squid last night.
Ooh.
I watched quite a bit of that stream. So excited to have Dutch Master on. He is another keyboard streamer. So be sure to come check that out. And later this week, like I said earlier, I will be building 2 Squid 60s at the same time. I mean, I could try. If I need to get them both set up, and then I can like once I get the plate, like once I get the anchor switches in, I could probably do like.
Are you gonna like hold the solder with like your pinky and your ring finger, and then hold the iron with your thumb and index?
I need a second iron, and just same time.
Let's go. That'd be sick, and also very terrifying because you'd probably burn yourself.
That'd be scary. So come check that out, guys. We're going to make some big announcements later this month about the next month. We've got some really cool stuff planned, so be tuned for that. Who do we have live? We've got a lot of people live. We've got Kobear, I am you are you. We've got Max F Live. You know what? Let's go to Max F Live.
I'm down.
Because we're actually going to have him on soon.
Ayo. I was literally just thinking, I was like, we haven't had him on, and I think we should.
Yeah, and I hit him up. I think he's going to be on the 24th.
Hells, yes.
So excited to have him on. He's a great keyboard streamer. He's got beautiful keyboards, beautiful pictures. He's got a whale. Like anytime someone says whale, man, he's got a fucking whale. So thank you guys very much for joining us. Next week, we'll see if the Squid 60 goes all the way or if Eric is just going to scream at me the whole day.
Dude, the Squid 60, I think, isn't that like first round death for Squid, or is it like second round death?
It's second round death. It doesn't matter who wins because it's going up against the TKC or the Tengu, whatever. It's going to get killed in the second round. But if I can win one round, that's all I want. Say I made it. Because that means I will have made it further than either the Iron 180 or I will have made it further than the Satisfaction 75 round 2. Because those two are going in the first round. So thank you guys very much. Buy a Switch disc.